everybody, and welcome to Parkersburg Catholic High School, where we've got girls basketball tonight as the homestanding Crusaderettes taking on the Ravenswood Red Devilettes in an LKC matchup. Ravenswood coming again at 9-5, Parkersburg Catholic 8-5. Brian Guthrie, Mike Cameron, courtside here, getting you ready for this ball game. And Mike, Parkersburg Catholic, an uncharacteristic record for the last few years at 8-5. They haven't lost more than 3 games in a season in like 5 years. So it's kind of a different look for these teams. Parkersburg Catholic 5-1 in December, 3-4 since January 1st.
Yeah, and they've gone through a couple of situations, lineups where they're just. I think they're right now just trying to find the right fits. Again, it's just one of those things that they've had a certain lineup and a certain group of athletes that have come through these doors over the last couple of years that were just kind of next level. Now they're not completely with that group of people right now. They're still working on it. They're getting better. If you could talk to Coach Marty Vierheller, he'll say the same thing. I think we're getting better. Even maybe the record may not say that. These guys are just they're learning. They're learning on the job. Last year they were freshmen and sophomores that were playing role players. This year now they are forefront right now. And another thing that they're dealing with too is the depth problem too. And that's something that happens at Parkersburg Catholic a lot, where you can have maybe a lineup might consist of 9-10 people. And right now, some injuries, some youngins, it's a whole lot of things right now. They're just kind of learning on the job.
And Coach Vierheller told me just a little bit ago, it's not really how you play in December and January that matters. It's February and March that matters. Head coach Carol Williams from Ravenswood at 9-5 on the season said if they can get it close like they did the last time, as these two teams met before Christmas on the 21st of December, a 56-54 Catholic win. She said, we did a lot of things right in that game. It came down to the last shot. We could have got it into overtime. But she said her team is typically the undersized one. They do not have the physicality Catholic does. So if they can come out and match that up and maybe run a little bit tonight, that's going to be the key to the game for the Red Devils.
That's what they're going to want to do. They're going to want to set a pace. And that's something, this Carol Williams has been around for a few years now at Ravenswood High School. And she is a fierce coach. I know Coach Marty Vierheller would say the same thing. He really respects her and what she does, and sometimes she's got a lot of talent. Sometimes she's got you call some mid-card talent. Right now, she's got some scorers on this team. She's right. They're not very tall, but if you can run and set the pace, and I think she's had a couple of beatings from Parkersburg Catholic over the last few years that she'd like to rectify right now, and this could be the chance that right now the pickings might just be right for her to go over the top.
Ravenswood comes into this game having won 4 of their last 5, wins over Tyler Consolidated and Southern, then a loss in the Hatchet game to Ripley. And the Ripley Viking girls team is very good this year, by the way.
Yeah.
And then wins against Wirt County and one against Rote County just a couple days ago. So they're coming to this game riding kind of a hot streak. Parkersburg Catholic on the other side has lost 2 of 3 and 4 of 6. Losses to St. Mary's and Mingo Central on back-to-back nights, then a win over Tyler, and then 2 losses to Williamstown around a Wahama win sandwich there, and the Crusaderettes kind of need to get things rolling here as we head towards the playoffs.
It's a rough part of the schedule. It has been. I mean, I know they played that game in their holiday tournament versus South Charleston, and they defeated that team. That was a great, great win. But as soon as that calendar switched over to 2023, and yes, it's been rougher. Williamstown is better this year. St. Mary's is good. So, yeah, this has been a rough schedule for them.
We're going to take a timeout, come back, get you ready for tip-off. It is Ravenswood and Parkersburg Catholic live as high school basketball is presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 1403 Grand Central Avenue in Vienna, takes pride in being a local family-owned business dedicated to providing great food and service to your family. Our calzones and pepperoni rolls are the best in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and we offer a full menu of all your favorites: chicken wings, pasta, salads, sandwiches, and desserts. We also offer 7 beer selections on tap. Stop in and play a game of pool or call us for free delivery. At DeCarlo's, your family.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
Crown Florals and Gifts is now Crown Decor and Gifts. With the new year, we also have a new name and a huge assortment of new home decor and gift items for you. Our store changes each and every day. The best way to keep up with us is by being our friend on Facebook. This is where you will get the latest news of sales, special offers, free giveaways, new product spotlights, and our dates and times for our wildly popular live bundle deal sales. We'd love to see you soon at Crown Decor and Gifts. Welcome back to your happy place.
This is the Agricultural Sciences program at the Wood County Technical Center. Today we are trying to put together a new irrigation system for our greenhouse. We have the meat lab and we process and butcher our own hogs, which are raised at our houses. They could get into farming, you could get in the veterinary program, you could get into welding, meat processing, just about anything.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
Say I love you with Carl's Pawn Shop. If you're looking for a gorgeous engagement ring, a beautiful wedding set that will last a lifetime, or if you want to find that perfect gift for a special occasion, we have you covered. We carry a wide variety of jewelry and designer purses that fit any style at prices that won't break the bank. Our inventory changes daily, so stop by and see what's new.
It's always fun to see what's new at Carl's. Carl's Pawn Shop.
Being announced, Akaya Miller, married to Cody Ruth, Jocelyn Thorne, Izzy D'Angelo, and Deborah Hardbarger, your 5 starters for Parkersburg Catholic. Got to note that Deborah Hardbarger did not play against Williamstown a couple nights ago. Violation of team rules, so Coach Satter said that she handled it really well, so she's back on the floor and maybe has a point to prove, as she's going to be the biggest player on the floor tonight.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, she might have an extra fire going out there today. You know, nobody wants to be called to the carpet for that reason. But she, just like you said, she handled it well. She knew that she did something wrong. Back on the court, and she's going to help her teammates tonight.
Starters for Ravenswood: number 1, Emily Ratsford; 2, Macy Mosser; 3, Hadley McGoskey; 4, Evelyn Yeager; and 10, Sammy Maxon. 2 seniors, 3 juniors. Starting the game for the Red Devils, Ratsford and Hardbarger will jump for it, and Ravenswood will control the tip. Ratsford out top against married to Cody Ruth, and we are underway here in LKC action. Red Devils working around. Ratsford drives in, kicks it back out to Yeager. 3 on the way, is in and out, no good. Rebound by Izzy D'Angelo for Parkersburg Catholic. Married to Cody Ruth, number 3, will bring it up the floor. 5'8" junior. Has the juniors on this team, a lot of them, they've played as many games as you can play in the last couple of seasons. As Harsbarger underneath can't get it to go. Put back from Miller is not there, but a whistle.
Good aggressive move to to get to the block. Hardbarger said she just like you said, she used her size advantage. She powered down to the block, put the shot up. Did not get it to go, but Akaya there with the offensive rebound. She gets fouled.
Foul on number 2, Macy Mosser. Her team's first puts Miller on the line to shoot 2. And we have no points still. And it's weird how quiet it gets
really
in here.
gets so quiet in here. Unnecessarily quiet.
Kaya Miller hits the second one, and we've got a 1-0 game.
Straight man-to-man defense. Everybody has an assignment, and they're sticking to it.
Magoski tries the scoop shot. It's not there, and D'Angelo collects another rebound. One and done for Ravenswood. Both trips down the floor. Thorne into the front court to Mary Cody Ruth on the wing. She will try and go baseline, bounce pass to Hardbarger, and it rolls in. And Deborah Hardbarger has her first bucket of the game, and it's 3-0 Catholic.
Good penetration, but there wasn't anybody in front of Hardbarger. She didn't even have to put it back on the ground. She could have went straight up with that shot, untouched. But she didn't make it, busted it, and 3-0 lead.
Another scoop shot from Magoski won't go, and now Akaya Miller has it. Crusaderettes push it down the floor. Jocelyn Thorne will hold it back up to Mary Cody Ruth. And Coach Vierheller will call out his play for his Crusaderettes here, leading 3-0. Mid-range jumper from D'Angelo well off the mark. Miller saves it in, but saves it into the Ravenswood bench. It'll be Red Devil basketball. I know they're the Devilettes, but I'm used to saying Red Devils, so I'm going to say that a lot. My apologies.
It's all right.
To the Red Devilette community. Ratchford into the corner to Yeager. Magoski to Mosser. Tries to swing it on the wing, drops it back for Ratchford. Ratchford works against Cody Ruth. Will go in hard and will get the lay in. First points of the game for Ravenswood go to Emily Ratchford, the 5'5 junior, and it's 3-2. To Cody Ruth, dribbles it off her foot, and it's going to be a turnover. Macy Mosser racing down 1-on-2, and she will miss the layup, and Mary Cody Ruth will get the rebound, but trapped on the baseline over to Thorne, and she was going to push it up the floor.
Good defense by Ravenswood as Izzy buries the mid-range jumper right there. Trying to turn defense into offense. They just couldn't convert on the other side. It's just a straight pick of the pocket, though.
A cutting Ratchford underneath, tries to go reverse. It's not there, and Hardbarger with the rebound. And she is going to push it down the floor. Drop pass to D'Angelo, who lays it up and in, and back-to-back buckets for Izzy D'Angelo.
And the key to that play is that nobody gave up on it. I mean, Hardbarger, yeah, she got the rebound, went coast to coast, but on the other side of the floor, Izzy was running step for step for her. Got good penetration, good pass into the paint.
Another basket might get a timeout out of Coach Williams. Mosser, long two, back iron, rebound by Hardbarger.
Shooting woes for the for the Devilettes right now.
You can say Red Devils, it's fine.
All right.
They know who you mean.
The team in red.
Here's Hardbarger out top. Checked by Yeager in this zone, and nice backdoor cut from Miller. Going to be ripped away by Ratchford, and a jump ball call.
It was late defense, but better late than never. Ratchford was in there, and it was, if she doesn't get her hand in there, it's going to be an easy bucket for Akaya.
Area goes to Catholic. Quick inbound from Thorne to Hardbarger. Thorne on the give and go. Air ball's a 3, and Maxson has it. Ratchford to bring it up the floor for the Red Devils. 7-2, Catholic leads as we approach the midpoint of the first quarter. Baseline goes Maxson. Can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound. Loose. Going to be collected by Ratchford. Her scoop isn't there. She goes to the floor. Still loose on the floor. Going to have another tie-up, and this one's going to go with Ravenswood.
But they can't buy a shot right now, and they, just like you've said the word scoop now 3 times. That's what it is. They're getting underneath, and they're just trying to float it up there. It's just not going in.
Spin it off the glass or something. As they're trying to combat some of the height underneath for Catholic. Magoski for 3 out of the corner. Off the mark, and D'Angelo another rebound. Ezzie D'Angelo's got at least 3 boards here in this first quarter to Cody Ruth. Her pass picked. And coming the other way is Magoski. 1 on 3, and her layup is off the mark. 1 and done for Ravenswood. Thorne wants to run back the other way. 3 on 2. Drops it for Hardbarger, who lays it up and in. And that is all Kara Williams wants to see. She has called timeout.
They are just not accounting for, I mean, the defense is going towards the ball handler, and it's happened on about 3 different times now where they've left somebody just completely wide open, and as the defense comes to the ball handler, it's an easy pass and a great finish each time for the Crusaderettes.
And, we can hear Coach Vierheller saying, even though you're up 9-2, he's like, that loose ball on the floor shouldn't have been loose ball on the floor.
Right.
That should be our basketball every time.
Yeah.
And so he's
they've been dictating the pace, and yet they probably have 2 or 3 turnovers on that side.
Yeah.
Just silly passes, not even so much silly passes. It's Ravenswood anticipating well, getting to the passing lane. But, yeah, they've had a couple of turnovers. They're leading right now 9-2, but it's still not been crisp and clean out there.
Ratchford will bring it up the floor after the Ravenswood timeout. Yeager looking for somewhere to go. We'll hand it off to Magoski. Back out top to Ratchford. Round into the corner. Mosser got her defender off her feet. And a foul is going to be called on Izzy D'Angelo, her first, team's first. As
it looks a little bit more like a zone right now. They are leaving a couple of Devilettes unaccounted for.
There's some vacancies out there. Inbound and a 3, and it's good from Hadley Magoski. Her first bucket of the game is a triple and cuts the lead to 9-5.
She averages 20 points a game. I've seen that on a couple of different sources.
She is the straw that stirs the drink for the Devilettes here.
1 for 5 in this quarter, though, but that just means she's going to keep shooting. She might get warm.
Kaya Miller's pass is tipped out of bounds by Mosser. It'll stay with Parkersburg Catholic. Catholic and Ravenswood, as far as depth goes, both teams dress about 8 or 9. So you're not going to see huge line changes, and a 5-second call on the inbound, and Coach Williams is jazzed.
Right next to her, yeah, she was standing right next to it when it happened. It was just straight man-on-man defense, and there wasn't anybody open. Mary just ran out of time.
Here's Ratchford out top against Cody Ruth. Into the corner to Yeager. This is how they move the ball every time down the floor so far. Magoski out top to Mosser. Drops it back for Ratchford. Ratchford trying to do a dribble drive and get some space. Not there. They'll stay outside the three-point arc. They cannot find any cracks in this defense. Here's Maxon for 3, top of the key. Shorts it, and D'Angelo another rebound.
They're doing a much better job of staying on the man-to-man assignments right now, Parkersburg Catholic.
3 from the wing from Thorne is short, goes out of bounds, and it'll go with Ravenswood. Inside 2 minutes to go, we'll have our first substitution here as Riley Street will check in. Sammy Maxon heads to the seats.
Two of 13 shooting for Ravenswood.
2 of 13?
2 of 13.
Ratchford will drive all the way in, kicks it out into the corner for a 3. They're going to say 3 or long 2. It's Magoski.
I did not see. I'm going to give her a 3 until somebody tells me different.
I think it's a 2.
Okay.
We can't see the scoreboard here, but our TV scoreboard says 7. So it was a 2. And a steal on the other end for Ravenswood into the front court. Magoski will heave it from the parking lot. Not there. D'Angelo with the rebound and tied up, and this one should go with Catholic.
They are not afraid to pull that trigger, proverbial trigger. Magoski was 4 feet behind.
Oh, yeah. Morgan Sampson will come out, Morgan Sampson comes in as Izzy D'Angelo checks out. Coach V says she's got 5 rebounds. Give that girl a seat. Coming in on a minute to go. Cold drink, some popcorn, something to put her feet up on. Sampson drives baseline short, but will draw the whistle as we're under a minute to go in this opening quarter. 9-7 Catholic Ravenswood has done a fantastic job staying in this game.
They have weathered that storm. Street was the one that called for the foul. Again,
Street's first, team second. And Sampson rolls home her first free throw.
And Catholic has, they've been making their money today on getting to the block and getting that pass. But right now, these last 3 or 4 possessions, Ravenswood's been stealing it before they can even get to that point.
Sampson hits them both. Lead back out to 4. Losser into the corner, dumps it off to Adams, who has checked in. Brooklyn Adams, 3 on the way, is off the mark. Rebound underneath and a whistle. As trying to see who checked out. I think Yeager checked out for Ravenswood, and Brooklyn Adams is now on the floor. Morgan Sampson picks up her first foul, team foul 2. Tried to get it to Ratchford underneath, off her hands, out of bounds. Catholic basketball with 32 seconds on the clock.
Catholic can be so disruptive and will cause you to hurry up, and that's exactly what happened right there when McGlosky didn't have her shot ready to go. She tried to pass it off, but the Catholic defense was just made a little bit too haphazard out there.
Hardbarger, top of the key, trying to get the motion underneath to Cody Ruth. Into the elbow, drops it into Hardbarger, backs her man down and lays it up and in. Deborah Hardbarger has 6, and the lead is 6. Handful of seconds left.
They got to keep feeding that monster right there. Get it to Hardbarger, let her do her job.
Magoski shot, no good. And that's the end of the first. Parkersburg Catholic 13, Ravenswood 7. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
I sincerely hope you never need my services, because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
Our One Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard says Parkersburg Catholic 13, Ravenswood 7. Deborah Hardbarger for Catholic leading all scorers with 6. Hadley Magoski for Ravenswood 5 in that opening frame.
Ravenswood 3 of 16 shooting for 18.8%. That's the bad news for them, but they're still in the game really at this point. 1 of 5 from three-point range. Catholic 5 of 9 from the field.
And you could hear Coach Vierheller in the break there. Can't let Magoski get open. You can't let her get open. And a pass cut off underneath by Kaya Miller, and a turnover. The Crusaderettes will run the other way. Hardbarger tries to get it underneath to Cody Ruth, knocked out of bounds.
We've seen that play happen 3 times where Hardbarger's taken it and then allowed the defense to get to her. And once that defender comes to her, the open player is underneath. That one was actually tipped away, but we've seen that happen a couple of different times tonight.
Izzy D'Angelo checks back in for Akaya Miller for Parkersburg Catholic. Loose ball in front of the Ravenswood bench, and the Red Devils come out with it. Mosser will push it up the floor. Waits for reinforcements. Dumped underneath, and a hard shot. As Ratchford went up with it, Hardbarger tried to block it. Knocked it out of bounds. No foul call? Just
no
out
foul.
of bounds.
No,
They're going to say it's clean block.
Yeah, it was a straight clean block from Deborah. It was majestic.
Here's Ratchford out top. Into the corner to Yeager. Back out top to Ratchford. Into the near corner to Mosser, near to us. Mosser will heave it, not there. Sampson with the rebound, and another jump ball call. I thought maybe Maxon had her tied up around the back, but they're going to say jump ball.
Sometimes you can go through a whole game and you don't see one at all. We've seen like 4.
Yeah.
That just means 2 scrappy defenses going at it. They never give up on a play.
Here's Sampson, drops it underneath to D'Angelo. Turnaround not there, so kicks it back out to Sampson. Sampson kind of tied up in the corner. Nice pass underneath to Thorne, and she is in amongst the trees. Back out to Sampson. She'll fire a 3 from the wing. Off the mark. Hardbarger, loose ball at her feet. Gets it back. They worked her back out top to Mary to Cody Ruth.
Nice move.
Spin in the lane, high off glass. Mary to Cody Ruth has her first bucket of the night.
That's a good move. Again, that spin got her defender to go the wrong way, and when she turned back around from the spin, she had an open lane to deal with.
Mosser will drive the lane, tries to dump it off to Maxon, and it's picked off by Mary to Cody Ruth.
Another
she
turnover.
will push back the other way. High off glass and goes.
MTR, we affectionately call her that. She can be a very streaky shooter, so we might. This would be a good time for her to have one of her hot
Tim
flashes,
Duncan in
if
that
you will.
one. Tim Duncan, hot flashes. Tim Duncan using the glass, baby. There's Thorne out top,
got a
working
big
against Mogoski.
It's got a big square on it. You got to use that square.
Jocelyn Thorne picks up her first foul, team foul number 3.
That's all I got to. All right, good.
Riley Street is back in. Hadley Mogoski will check out for the moment. Ratchford to throw it in. Lob it out to Street between the circles. Mosser looking for somewhere to go. Back out top to Ratchford. Mosser will square up for 3, back of the iron, and married to Cody Ruth with the rebound. Crusaderettes want to run here. Tries to get it to Thorne in the corner, but Jocelyn saves it back in, but saves it to Ravenswood and Emily Ratchford. Pushes it ahead to Maxon. Maxon will go up against Sampson. Can't get it to go. Follows the shot. Still can't get it to go. Loose ball. All kinds of tied up, and another jump ball. And it's going to be Ravenswood basketball.
Boy, they are fast. This Devilette team is fast. My goodness. Mosser and Maxon, I think, actually was the one there. She was on this side of the floor by no time at all.
I'm just going to listen to Coach V yell at him.
Got to get a camera on him.
Here's
Put him in the corner.
Ratchford out top. Into the corner. Mosser will square up for another 3, and that one's off the mark. She's gotten some good looks. Hasn't gotten them to go. Kaya Miller with the rebound for the Crusaderettes.
0-5 from the field in the game. 0-3 from three-point range in this quarter.
And Miller going to be charged with a charge.
Wow.
And Mogoski is back in. Didn't figure sheet set long. Also, Adams back in as Mosser heads to the bench. And I did not see the other player that checked out.
I think Yeager back in. I don't know if maybe you did mention her, but Evelyn Yeager back in.
I don't know what's happening. 3 on the way from Yeager is over the rim, and Sampson has it. She wants to run into the corner to Miller. And steps on the inline. It's a turnover. Right in front of the Ravenswood fans, and they were all over that one. And we'll see Deborah Hardbarger check back in for the first time this quarter at the 4:06 mark. And timeout Ravenswood, as Deborah, the leading scorer of the first quarter, has set for half the second quarter.
And it's a luxury right now. I mean, and kind of Ravenswood's playing into that right now. They have not made a single shot in this. I know this is the broadcaster's curse, but
yeah,
they're 0 of 7 from the field.
But still, it's a 4-0 quarter. It's not like Catholic is running away.
Yeah, they're
with
not. They're definitely not. No, they've only attempted 3 shots themselves, couple of bad possessions, couple of bad passes along the way too. But yeah, I mean, still, you got a good rest for Deborah.
A 10-point lead for the Crusaderettes here at 4:06 of the second quarter. Hey, guess where we are tomorrow, Mike?
Where are we, Brian?
We're going to be in the ROAC for PHS South girls basketball.
Whoa.
So the final crosstown showdown of the season, as I think we're going to go 3 of 4. We missed the one girls game that because of the weather, but we got both boys games, and this will be the girls matchup. We even got wrestling this winter too, so we'll see the final crosstown showdown of the winter sports season tomorrow night at the ROAC. Join us right here on CAS 45, Facebook, and YouTube. Ravenswood basketball after the timeout. It is Ratchford number 1, Adams number 12, Street number 33, Yeager number 4, and Magoski number 3 on the floor for the Devilettes. Magoski shot off the mark. Hardbarger with the rebound for Parkersburg Catholic. Mary Takoti Ruth pass underneath to D'Angelo, and a whistle. Ravenswood thought they had a clean block on it, but a whistle nonetheless is going to go on Brooklyn Adams. 5 on the floor for the Crusaderettes. Number 3, Mary Takoti Ruth. 4, Jocelyn Thorne. 15, Izzy D'Angelo. 23, Deborah Hardbarger. And 13, Akaya Miller. D'Angelo at the line to shoot 2, misses the first one. Izzy had 4 points in the first quarter. None since. Lead stays at 10.
Izzy just beat everybody back and was waiting on the pass. Makes that second free throw. So, but by that time, Ravenswood, with their team speed, they were able to close the gap, and they were able to at least defend the shot. It ended up being a foul.
Catholic 4 of 6 from the line as the pass goes out of bounds, stays with Ravenswood. Substitutions for
Mosser for Yeager.
Mosser in for Yeager. Catholic 4 of 6 from the line. Ravenswood yet to attempt a free throw tonight. Mosser out top, picked up her dribble, now is going to have to drop it off to Magoski. She curls in, off glass, draws contact, and just as I say that, she is going to go to the line as the foul will go on Jocelyn Thorne, her second. Team foul 5 for the Crusaderettes. And the 5'4" junior, Hadley Magoski, 5 points tonight at the stripe, make her 6.
Just an aggressive mood. She just got a full head of steam and made her move and everything. Could have been a subjective thing depending on how the official decided to see that, because sometimes you go in a little bit too haphazard. The offensive players sometimes get called for that.
Members roll on the second one. Magoski hits them both. D'Angelo out and Sampson back in for the Crusaderettes. 18-9 as we close in on 3 minutes to go until the half. Sampson will go baseline all the way across, tries to dump it to Hardbarger, but throws it away, and jump ball, Michael. It's all right. Every time they say jump ball, take a drink.
I was going to say it. Bottoms up. I'm going to be full of Coca-Cola before this is all said and done.
Yeah, I smelled that. That's not what that is. Mary Takoti Ruth to inbound underneath her own basket.
Awkward giggle.
You're of legal age. It's fine. Here's Hardbarger into the paint, kicks it back out. Mary Takoti Ruth working against Mosser. Drops it down to Hardbarger on the block against Adams. And knocked out of bounds.
Right. I think that is something they can exploit. I mean, they can that plays there every time. If they want to run that play, get it inside to Deborah, set her up on the block, give her a screen, do something. She'll probably finish it.
Mary Takoti Ruth, high off glass, but not there. Ratchford collects it. Ravenswood does not have a Hardbarger-sized girl as Ratchford goes in, lays it in, and gets the foul.
Ratchford scored that.
That's going to go on Thorne, and she's got 3. And Ratchford lowered her shoulder. Surprised that's not a charge. But nonetheless, it was only one shot.
Okay.
Basketball.
Nobody went after it.
Nobody went after it. Sampson the other way. Her pass is knocked away, and Ravenswood has it. Yeah, everybody thought she was shooting 2, but the basket had gone in. That was a 3-point play. Long two from Adams off the side. Married to Cody Ruth, tied up in the backcourt. Will find an outlet to Sampson, who will bring it into the front court to Thorne in the wing. Out top to Miller at the free throw line. Floater won't go. Hardbarger collects it on the baseline. And Parkersburg Catholic's going to restart the offense there. Coach V very unhappy with what's going on at 18-11 inside 2 minutes to go till the break.
It looks like, just from not seeing them play so far this year, that Ravenswood does like to thrive on chaos. And that this last 3 or 4 minutes has been very chaotic, and they're the ones
Embrace
playing
the
it better.
nonsense. Tipped away out top by Mosser, and a whistle. And Mosser's going to get called for a reach. That will be her second, team foul 4. And you can hear it from the Ravenswood fans in attendance tonight. Good crowd here, by the way, for an LKC matchup as Hardbarger goes off the bottom of the glass, but saved by Miller. They'll work the two-man game, and now back out top to Mary to Cody Ruth, who wants to start the offense up again. Sampson on the wing. Underneath the Hardbarger. Backs in, turns around, blocked.
I tell you.
And Catholic basketball.
I said that
you're hearing it from the Ravenswood fans again.
a couple of minutes ago. I said that's a play they could run quite a bit. And these last 2 or 3 exchanges, Brooklyn Adams is getting the better of Deborah Hardbarger.
They're going at it down there. Adams listed at 5'10", Hardbarger listed at 5'11". The tallest players on the floor by about 4 or 5 inches. Here's Thorne. We close in on 60 seconds left in the quarter. Sampson in the corner. 3 on the way is an air ball, but Hardbarger catches it, has it knocked away as she goes up, and now is going to go to the line. And Brooklyn Adams will pick up foul number 2 as the extremely vocal Devilette crowd is not happy with how the fouls are being called. Hardbarger's first trip to the line, 6 points in the first quarter, none since, and still none. Izzy D'Angelo will come in for Jocelyn Thorne. We'll see Yeager and Maxon in for Adams and Street for the Ravenswood squad. 18-11. Catholic with a tenuous lead here in the second. Shorts the second one. And it's Ravenswood basketball. Ravenswood can't get anything to go, but Catholic is not pulling away. Ratchford trying to find a seam. Lost it out of bounds. Catholic basketball, and shock face from her.
She just plain lost it.
I thought she just lost it.
Yeah.
Now Thorne will come back in, and D'Angelo will check back out at 39 seconds left. Mary to Cody Ruth, brings it across the timeline. Yeager is going to be on Hardbarger, it looks like, which is the mismatch, which they might be trying to exploit. Crusaderettes working around to Cody Ruth for 3, in and out, no good. Maxon skies for the rebound. Ahead to Ratchford, they'll push it up the floor with 15 on the clock. Trying to hold it for a last shot here. Ratchford picked up her dribble to Magoski. You would expect Magoski to take it. She does. 3 on the way. In and out, no good. And the horn sounds, and that's how the first half will end. Parkersburg Catholic leads Ravenswood 18-11. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with some scoring after this. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
I was in a traffic accident. I went from working 70 to 80 hours a week to all of a sudden being stuck with 2 broken legs in a wheelchair. The scariest thing in my life. I thought I was just going to be alone, start losing everything that I've worked so hard for my family. And when I met Jim Staley, he sat me down, we were able to talk, he was very nice, explained to me the process we were going to take and how he was going to be able to help me and my family going forward. And the fact that somebody will fight for you is pretty inspiring.
Our sweethearts have been hard at work, so this year, make your loved one feel special. From our beautiful Heartbeat collection to our wide selection of designer and traditional engagement rings, to our famous chocolate diamond collection, or even a beautiful gold-dipped rose. Mark Armstrong's Goldworks is the place to go. Make the trip to Mineral Wells and see for yourself why we are the true full-service jewelry store.
If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
18-11 Parkersburg Catholic at the half. Brian Guthrie, Mike Cameron, courtside here at Parkersburg Catholic. Scoring for the first half, only 2 players have scored for the Devilettes tonight. From Ravenswood, Hadley Magoski has 7. Emily Ratchford has 4. That's it. Catholic has spread it out a little bit. Deborah Hardbarger has 6. Izzy D'Angelo has 5. Mary Takoti Ruth has 4. Morgan Sampson has 2. And Akaya Miller has 1. But, Mike, as we look at some highlights here from the first half, the shooting from both teams has just been not great.
Yes, really Catholic has been they only put up 8 shots in the second quarter, 9 shots in the first quarter. That's one of them that you saw that went in right there. 7 of 17 right now, Parkersburg Catholic. 0 of 5 from three-point range. 4 of 8 from the line, a thing that has been hurting them all during this game, and they're in the lead, so it's not hurting that bad, but just a little bit of bad passing going on right now.
There's the play right there. It just a little underneath to Hardbarger, who is getting some space and getting open. She's getting open looks and has struggled in the second quarter after having a 6-point first quarter. But like we said, and here you're going to see her work again down low, and she's just the bigger player.
And that was what I said a few minutes back, where I was like, you know what, just got to keep feeding her. You got to keep feeding her, because that is the matchup that Catholic wants, and that's the matchup right now that Ravenswood can't handle it. But there was about 3 or 4 consecutive plays down there to block that Brooklyn Adams was taking to Deborah. Not so much, knocking the ball away.
Causing problems.
Yeah, and she did get a clean block on one of them too. So, yeah, it's been a better effort on that end of the floor for Ravenswood. But, yeah, so the numbers are this. Catholic 7 of 17 shooting, 0 of 5 from three-point range, 4 of 8 from the line. Ravenswood's 4 of 17 shooting. They were 1 of 11 in that quarter. No, excuse me. No, my addition is very wrong. I didn't carry the 1. 4 of 27.
Are you kidding me?
4 of 27. They're 1 of 10 from three-point range and 2 of 3 from the line.
So 4 total field goals by Ravenswood tonight.
That's all I
3
got.
2s and a 3. Yikes.
2 from the line. Yep.
And they're still in this game.
And they're still totally in this game.
I think the more we said Ravenswood kind of thrives in chaos is kind of how the more they can make it just a nonsense back and forth run the game, that might be to their advantage.
I know it was working, because there were times when the last when about the 3 to 4 minute mark there in that second quarter there, Catholic was completely out of sorts. And so it was working. The chaos was working, and it was. And the Devilettes were getting a little bit closer. Their shooting is what's keeping them out of the game. Their defense is keeping them in the game.
We'll take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the third quarter in just a few. Parkersburg Catholic 18, Ravenswood 11. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation here on CAS 45.
A new year brings new deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports. Our showroom is packed with new and used inventory with deals you won't want to miss, plus all the gear, apparel, and accessories you need to ride in style, safety, and comfort. Does your current bike or buggy need service? Our certified technicians will get you back on the road, trail, or farm in top shape. Stop in today and check out our massive inventory and shop all the New Year's deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports, your one-stop shop for all things power sports. Follow us on Facebook for inventory and store updates. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
The Rock Box in Beverly has been your Ohio State headquarters for over 20 years, but we are much more than a Buckeye store. The Rock Box has Ohio Bobcat clothing, Guardians and Reds, Steelers gear, and more Browns and Bengals apparel than you'll find anywhere else in Southeast Ohio. You can even order your high school varsity jacket with us. If you're a real sports fanatic and you love to wear your team's colors, you'll definitely want to check out the Rock Box. The Rock Box, State Route 60 in Beverly, Ohio.
Shucks in a Truck HVAC companies are a dime a dozen, but there's one that's been around over 60 years, Morrison Incorporated. High-pressure sales tactics, bogus equipment repairs, offers you know are too good to be true? That's not our style. As the Mid-Ohio Valley's factory-authorized Bryant dealer, we respect our customers, we value your business, and we guarantee our work. May seem an old-fashioned way to do business, but it's worked for Morrison since 1961. Always ready to do whatever it takes. That's Morrison Incorporated.
Hi there, I'm Brianna Stevens, and are you looking to buy or sell a home? Keep it simple and sell with Stevens.
You have to have harmony in music as well as in real estate transactions. Let us make real estate music together.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We have 2 locations at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
I highly recommend Bowling and Dunn Family Dentistry. They make you feel so comfortable and provide you with quality care.
Everyone is very friendly and very helpful.
They're always smiling here, and I trust them with my smile.
They are very professional and good at informing you of what they are doing before they do it.
What's important to you is important to us. Bowling and Dunn Family Dentistry. Welcome to our practice.
America is built on the backs of individuals who work hard. Dedicated people who expect as much from their tools and equipment as they do of themselves. Lift Safety is a brand that doesn't just help get the job done. It has the same never quit attitude. Lift makes the products that allow you to focus on the job at hand. You can find a wide range of Lift Safety products right now at Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells. Lift Industrial Safety Gear. Protecting today, building for tomorrow.
Let's just soak in this atmosphere a little bit here.
The energy in here is amazing.
It feels so good.
This is star power from the jump.
My pups and our Goldworks staff are ready to show you what other jewelry stores don't. Mark Armstrong's Goldworks, without a doubt, has the largest variety of one-of-a-kind jewelry you just can't find at other jewelry stores. Come see for yourself and see why we are the only true full-service jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
At iTech Technology Solutions in Parkersburg, we provide the equipment and services to help businesses work better. One of the ways is with advanced alarm technologies. We've been helping businesses, schools, churches, and homes stay safe and secure since 1996. From video monitoring and access control to burglary and fire protection, iTech Advanced Alarm Technologies can keep your property and, more importantly, your people safe and secure. Call us today and find out how iTech and Advanced Alarm Technologies can customize a security solution for you.
Back here at Parkersburg Catholic High School as we are getting ready to start the second half. Parkersburg Catholic leads Ravenswood 18-11. That was a 5-4 second quarter, Mike. 5-4 second quarter.
2 made shots to 1 made shot. Yep. So, I mean, yeah, if Ravenswood can start hitting some shots,
if some of these fall, it's a way different game.
Yeah.
Just nothing's falling. But, we were kind of talking there during the half. The average height on the Ravenswood team is 5'4".
Yeah.
It's rare. You and I have covered Parkersburg Catholic for a lot of years. It's rare that a team will come in and say, well, we're small, and, well, you can't be that small. They're way smaller than the Parkersburg Catholic girls are.
Yeah, and they're predicated on speed. They are fast. They're
running.
They move on the lateral movement, straight up and down, any type of direction they go on this floor. They're doing it fast. And so credit Parkersburg Catholic for just keeping up with it. They have done a pretty good job of defending. They put, Ravenswood's put up a lot of shots, but they put up a lot of bad shots too, and they're hurrying them up a little bit. So, but if Ravenswood can get a couple of these to fall, the whole complexion of this game will change very quickly.
So it'll be Ravenswood ball as we start the second half. Ratsford inbounds to Magoski. Out on the floor with Yeager, Mosser, and Maxon. Your starting 5 Devilettes out there. Sampson, Cody Ruth, Hardbarger, D'Angelo, and Thorne. Your 5 Crusaderettes to start the second half. Ratsford out top trying to find where she wants to set up. Into the corner to Maxon. Now Magoski to curl around. Working against Sampson. I don't know if she lost it or passed it, but nonetheless, Mosser has it.
I think Sampson might have poked it out of there for briefly.
Adley Magoski with 7 points in the first half, and Ravenswood, nothing there, so they kind of pull it back out. Now Ratsford will drive in. Jumper on the way is good from Sammy Maxon, and that is her first bucket of the game for the 5'4 senior.
And I noticed that they are playing a zone mostly, but Morgan Sampson is following Magoski around everywhere she goes. So everybody else is just kind of holding a position, but number 22 staying with number 3.
D'Angelo dumps it to Hardbarger, drives the lane and lays it up and in. Deborah Hardbarger has 8 for the senior. 2 seniors on this team, Deborah Hardbarger, number 23, and Tiana Tarber. Tiana broke her collarbone back in December and is done for the season. As Ratsford goes to the floor, ball goes out of bounds off of a Crusaderette, stays with Ravenswood.
Wow, that was pretty liberal there
Yeah,
with that inbound.
Ratsford, I think, was coming across, or no, that was Magoski. And she throws it up and gets it to go. And Hadley Magoski has 9. 5-point lead for the Crusaderettes here in the third. Mary Chakotay Ruth. Into Sampson in the corner. Back out top to Jocelyn Thornell. Thorne averages about 4 three-pointers made a game. Crusaderettes have made none as a team thus far. Little give and go with Hardbarger. You saw it coming the whole way, didn't you?
That was a pick and roll of beauty right there. My goodness, they played that very well. And it happened right in front of us, so that's why we were able to see it so well.
Ratsford's entry pass knocked away by Sampson. Stays with Ravenswood.
Sampson's going to play a key role for the Crusaderettes. If this is the way Coach Vierheller wants to do it, he is staying really close to Magoski and trying to keep her from making those crazy shots.
Sampson is locked in on Hadley Magoski. You can see her eyes from here. Corner to Mosser is off line, but a putback from Maxon draws a foul. Shot no good, but she will go to the stripe.
And Maxon just kind of just lulled everybody into, she just kind of snuck in there. There's no reason why she got that rebound other than the fact that she just found great positioning. Hardbarger was not looking at her, and she was able to get that rebound and get fouled.
Maxon hits the first one. Deborah Hardbarger, surprisingly, her first foul of the night. Team foul 1 here at 5:25 the third quarter. Sammy Maxon rattles the second one out of bounds, and it's going to be Crusaderette ball, much to the chagrin of Coach Kara Williams right in front of her bench. Crusaderette lead is 6. It has been as many as 10.
I tell you one thing, you said Thorne usually gets about 3 or 4 three-pointers at this point. Defense has stuck to her. They will not allow her to get a shot off.
Sampson lost the basketball, and Mosser comes out with it and starts up the offense for Ravenswood. Into the corner to Maxon, out top to Ratsford. Here's Magoski for 3. From the seats, she hits it, her second triple of the game. She's got 5 in the quarter, 12 in the game, 22-19.
She's got a shooter's mentality.
Shooter's going to shoot?
Shooter is going to shoot.
I'm pretty sure you have to yell Kobe when you shoot it from that far. There's Mary Chakotay Ruth. She hits the first three-pointer of the game for the Crusaderettes.
Very timely answer. Very timely answer on that one.
Mary Cody Ruth now with 7 in the game. Maxon in the corner gives it off to Magoski, has Sampson in her back pocket. To Ratchford now. Cross court to Mosser. Now Maxon.
Nice.
Tries an entry pass to Yeager, but picked off by Deborah Hardbarger.
Really good anticipation.
Mary Cody Ruth, hesitation off glass, not there. Loose basketball collected by Maxon and Ravenswood, but a collision and a loose basketball, and it's back to Parkersburg Catholic. D'Angelo over to Thorne, wide open for 3. Rattles in and out, no good. D'Angelo had it, but lost it. Yeager wraps it up on the floor. Jump ball, gotta take a drink.
All right, excuse me. All right.
Akaya Miller will come in as Morgan Sampson will come out. Basketball stays with Parkersburg Catholic underneath their own basket.
D'Angelo got busted in the mouth there on that last exchange too.
Mary Cody Ruth into Akaya Miller, back to Cody Ruth in the corner. Underneath to Hardbarger, up and under move and a whistle. They're going to get Yeager, I believe.
I don't know if that's as much of a mismatch as we're wanting to say that it is. I think Yeager's a really good defensive player, but that time, Hardbarger won that battle. Great move, and once she made that move, Yeager was done.
Deborah's second trip to the line tonight, but first made free throw.
You have 5
she
points?
has 11. Yeager
5 points in this quarter.
Hits them both. Yeager, her first foul.
Well, they're getting the answers that they need now. Now they got to make the stop. But this Devilette team, they are, again, thriving on that chaos and making some crazy shots, but they're going in.
Ratchford can't get it to go. Ball tipped up, ripped away by Yeager to Magoski. Straight up blocked by Cody Ruth and a whistle. I think it's going to be after the block, but Mary Cody Ruth absolutely slapped that one. And Akaya Miller is going to be called for a foul.
Who did she block? I didn't see.
Magoski.
All right, so I got to give her a missed shot.
Ball stays with Ravenswood after the foul as Riley Street will check in.
And now MTR's got the. Oh, okay. I see what happened there. They made the switch with Sampson on the bench now. Mary Cody Ruth has now got Magoski duty, and what happened was as she was trying to go after Yeager, tried to screen her off, but it was a moving screen. That'll be the third foul on Yeager. Well,
that was two quick ones then, huh?
Yeah.
Street and Adams in the game now for Ravenswood, joining Magoski, Ratchford, and Mosser.
Kick ball, and it'll stay. I tell you, this Devilette team, they defend the ball very well. They are
good hands.
Good defensive team.
Good hands. Hardbarger out top to D'Angelo. Here Coach Vierheller saying patience, patience as Mary Cody Ruth dribbles out top against Macy Mosser. D'Angelo curls around, jumper on the way, in and out, no good. Akaya Miller with the rebound and the putback. Akaya Miller's first field goal of the game. She's got 3 points, and the lead is back out to 10 for Parkersburg Catholic.
So they've taken the shots right now. That's a 2 if it goes.
It's a long 2 from Macy Mosser, foot on the line. Her first bucket of the game.
Catholic has taken a couple of punches, and then they've answered very well, but this is not over. It's a resilient team in red right now.
Here's a long 2 from Mary Cody Ruth off the mark. Brooklyn Adams collects it, gives it to Magoski. It's Magoski. 3 on the way. Can't get it to go, and Mary Cody Ruth has it. She'll push back the other way, 3 on 3. Drops it to Hardbarger, but missed the target.
I think that might have been deflected.
Magoski got it from behind, and now a whistle and a foul.
That was great hustle by Akaya Miller. The ball got away, and she just went for it. She dove to get it. Got away from her, so I think that's why the foul.
Mary Cody Ruth picks up the foul. It'll be her first.
That's why the foul was put on Catholic. They didn't have the ball.
Ratchford out top against Jocelyn Thorne. Working around to Magoski. She will go in with the scoop shot. Not there, but a whistle.
They're going to get a reach on Akaya Miller, I believe.
Deborah Hardbarger will pick up her second, team foul 4, and Hadley Magoski will go to the line for the second time tonight. Hit both of her freebies earlier tonight. She's got 12 in the game, make it 13. Sampson in, D'Angelo out, and Jocelyn Thorne has retreated to the offensive end of the floor and trying to see if Ravenswood noticed. Magoski hits them both. $14 points for Hadley Magoski tonight. And the lead is back to 6. Sampson to Miller in the corner. To Cody Ruth out top, working against Mosser. Back to Miller.
Trying to show a little patience here, and it's kind of tough when that team they're going up against swarms to the ball as well as they do.
And a foul underneath, I believe, is going to be on Akaya Miller. And it is, and it's her third. I've got Akaya Miller with 3 and Jocelyn Thorne with 3 as we're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
You definitely don't want to lose any layers of depth right now. You'll need everybody for this fourth quarter.
Devilettes, here's Mosser on a dribble drive. It's not there, but tipped out. Stays with Ravenswood. Ratchford into Street to Magoski. Magoski trying to get a screen. Get back to Ratchford between the circles. Jocelyn Thorne out there to check her. Nice bounce pass underneath to Adams. Out to Street for 3 is good. And Riley Street has her first bucket of the game. It's a three-pointer, and it's a three-point game. 10 seconds left here in the third. Mary to Cody Ruth's pass is knocked away, and another jump ball. Take a drink.
Oh, boy. Well, I tell you, there was a lot of contact there.
Yeah.
Mary to Cody Ruth ended up on the floor there. No call.
So with 5 seconds on the clock, Ravenswood's going to have to hurry. It'll be Magoski, brings it up the floor. She'll heave it. Oh, off the top of the backboard at the buzzer. We'll go to the fourth. Catholic 29, Ravenswood 26. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
Crown Florals and Gifts is now Crown Decor and Gifts. With the new year, we also have a new name and a huge assortment of new home decor and gift items for you. Our store changes each and every day. The best way to keep up with us is by being our friend on Facebook. This is where you will get the latest news of sales, special offers, free giveaways, new product spotlights, and our dates and times for our wildly popular live bundle deal sales. We'd love to see you soon at Crown Decor and Gifts. Welcome back to your happy place.
That One Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard shows Catholic 29, Ravenswood 26 as we go to the fourth. Deborah Hardbarger leading the way for Parkersburg Catholic with 12. Hadley Magoski pacing the Devilettes with 14. Catholic ball to start this fourth. That'll be married to Cody Ruth with the basketball.
Much better shooting for the Devilettes. 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3, and they've gotten more people in the scorebook, which has been helpful for their cause too.
Married to Cody Ruth. Underneath to Deborah Hardbarger. Back out to Akaya Miller. 3 from Cody Ruth is well off the mark. Miller saves it but steps on the end line. Ravenswood basketball. Foul-wise, Evelyn Yeager with 3 for Ravenswood, the only one with more than 2. For Parkersburg Catholic, Jocelyn Thorne and Akia Miller both have 3. Yeager back to Ratchford. Trying to get some movement underneath as Magoski's running back and forth on the baseline. Now they'll get it to her out on the wing. Working against Morgan Sampson. Now she'll go baseline.
She stepped
on the end line. Trying to get in there and draw some contact and just throwing it up there and see what happens, but that time steps out of bounds.
And at some point, you got to say, I mean, what are we going to do about, how she's going in there kind of crazy? Sometimes you got to call that as a foul as well.
Here's Hardbarger underneath with the bucket and the foul. Foul will go on Evelyn Yeager. That is her 4th, and she will head to the chairs. Brooklyn Adams to check back in as Hardbarger tries to complete the 3-point play. 2 of 4 from the stripe tonight is the 5'11 senior for Parkersburg Catholic. And hits it.
That was not an easy shot either. I mean, it was high percentage per se, but her positioning was a little weird, but she was able to get that fall, and Parkersburg Catholic needed that basket.
We've seen neither team press tonight.
I think you are correct, sir. I didn't even think about that.
Here's a long 2 from Magoski. That is off the mark, but Catholic usually lives on a full court press, and I don't think I've seen one tonight. Hardbarger in the open floor almost traveled with it, but gets the lay-in. She thought about passing it, but pulled it up and lays it off the glass.
Yeah, she was thinking, let's dish. Well, she was kind of caught in between.
Here's Mosser for 3. Too strong, but Maxson follows it up and gets the rebound.
Ooh, that was too easy. Nice drive, and nobody.
Macy Moster has 4, her first bucket.
Nobody came to her, so she had an easy ride to the basket right there.
Yep, first bucket here the 4th quarter. All her points here in the second half. Lead back to 6. And timeout, Parkersburg Catholic and Coach Marty Vierheller, their first of the night. Remind you that tomorrow night we will be at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center on the campus of Parkersburg South High School, Scott Stevens Court. And we'll have the Parkersburg South Lady Patriots hosting the Lady Big Reds of Parkersburg High School. The final crosstown showdown of the winter sports season as far as we're concerned. I don't know if they bowl again or not. But
I've heard those can get pretty fierce too, though.
Well, feisty at the old alley. Well, I mean, when there's nachos involved, how could it not?
That's my favorite sport.
PHS, what, eating nachos?
Yes.
PHS South tomorrow night. Girls basketball here on CAS 45. Hope you can join us for that. We got a barn burner here thus far. 34-28 out of the timeout, Catholic ball. And Hardbarger off of the inbound, hands it back to Mary to Cody Ruth. Checked by Macy Mosser out between the circles. To Hardbarger at the top of the key. Wanted to give it off to Sampson, but it wasn't there. Hardbarger looking for somewhere to go. To Cody Ruth, curls in at the free throw line. Mosser all over. Look at those hands.
Great
shooting
defense.
At her. Getting a little shovey out there as Crusaderettes trying to burn some time, and Thorne hits the floor. Loose basketball. Tied up. Take a drink. Fun fact, Hash Brown fun fact, our 573rd jump ball tonight.
And that is no exaggeration. You didn't embellish that one.
No,
Not
I
one
am
little
not
bit.
prone to hyperbole at all.
Hyperbole.
Here's Magoski, throws that one up there, and it's going to get contact and a foul. That's going to go on Morgan Sampson. It'll be her second, and Magoski is making a living out of just drawing contact and going to the line. 4 of 4 tonight from the stripe. Make her 5. 15 points on the night for Hadley Magoski.
She averages, that graphic that I saw must have been right. I think she does average 22 points a game.
Hits them both. 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Leads back to 5 with 5 to go. Here's Sampson will curl around, and she is going to draw contact and go to the line. It's going to go on Sammy Maxon. It is her first team foul 4. And Morgan Sampson will go to the line for the second time tonight. Hit a couple of freebies back in the first quarter and misses that one. Sampson, a junior transfer from Waterford, off that Lady Wildcats team that was an Ohio State champion last year. Misses them both. But Akaya Miller comes out of the scrum with the basketball, and Catholic will stay on offense. Married to Cody Ruth to Deborah Hardbarger. Turnaround won't go, but knocked out of bounds and goes with Ravenswood. She had position on Adams, couldn't get it to go, and knocks her own rebound out of bounds.
Well, a lot of hands going for it too. I mean, she punched it out, but great positioning, just didn't finish.
Ratchford into the corner. Long 2 from Maxon is off the mark, and the Crusaderettes will push it back up the floor. Here's Sampson on the wing. The Hardbarger in the post to Miller, top of the key. Too strong, Hardbarger with a strong rebound. Out to Thorne. Sampson back to Thorne, almost went through her hands, but she saves it, and Catholic will slow it back down. Coach Vierheller, just as I say that, Thorne drives in, loses the basketball. And here's Magoski bringing it back the other way. 34-30. Magoski, layup not there. Hardbarger brings it back down.
And off that missed shot like that, they can't get back and get to their defensive assignment. So whoever's got the Magoski duty was not able to do that. That's how she got that shot in there. Luckily, she missed it for the Parkersburg Catholic folks.
3 on the way from Thorne. In and out, no good. Ravenswood lost the rebound, and Hardbarger puts it back in. It fell right in front of 2 Red Devils, and they couldn't collect it, and Hardbarger gets an easy bucket as we're under 3.5 to go in the ball game, and the lead's out to 6.
Well, they're doing a good job of keeping Magoski off the ball now at this point, but Ratchford
loses it underneath. Loose ball, kicked around, stays with Ravenswood.
Ratchford still, she averages 10 points a game, so she's still just as much of an offensive threat out there.
See, Street will come in for Maxon for Ravenswood. D'Angelo in for Miller for Catholic. Ravenswood basketball underneath their own basket. They left Ratchford all alone, and she lays it up and in. Emily Ratchford has 6.
That was too much attention putting on number 3, and number 1 was the one that made him
the
pay
old
on that
number
one.
1.
The old number 1.
The lead is 4 with inside 3 to go. Sampson against Street. And a whistle along the baseline. I think Mosser is going to get called for the reach, and she will. That is her 3rd foul. Team foul 5. Steve Taylor says it's her 2nd. I have it as her 3rd.
It's her 3rd.
Catholic inbounds.
That's why we say unofficial.
Here's Hardbarger, turnaround's not there, and Ratchford with the rebound. Trailing by 4, Red Devilettes into the front court. Ratchford will drive, throws it at the basket, not there, rebound by Adams. She lost the handle on it, Morgan Sampson runs the other way. 2-on-2, leaves it for D'Angelo. Short pull-up is good for D'Angelo, she has 7. The lead is out to 6 as we come in on 2:15 to go. Ratchford to Magoski. Throws it up, gets it to go, and gets the foul.
She's fearless.
Morgan Sampson will pick up her 3rd. Magoski with the bucket and a chance to cut into this lead some more.
I was thinking it was 4.
Yeah.
We just don't have that good look at the scoreboard.
And her first miss from the line tonight. Hardbarger with it on the other end, and Ravenswood going to pick up full court defense here with 2 minutes to go and a 4-point Crusaderette lead. Timeout, Catholic. Each team should have about 3 timeouts left by my count. 38-34 with 1:54 to go. Got a good one here for you.
I tell you, it has been
I can't handle this kind of pressure on a Monday night, Mike.
It's been a boxing match. I mean, it's been blow, counter blow. I mean, they've been going at it, and the thing that I'm thinking of right now is if Ravenswood had made a few more of their shots in the first half, this would be a completely different game.
Different game.
I mean,
and even when Ravenswood was missing all their shots, Catholic could not pull away.
Exactly. That whole time when they were that 1 of 11 quarter, Catholic didn't take advantage of that at all. They only were 2 of 8 themselves. So, but yeah, this has been quite the battle between these two teams.
Ravenswood has not led in this game. Into the first, 13-7 Catholic. Into the second, 18-11 Catholic. And into the third, 29-26 Catholic. And now we're at 38-34 with under 2 minutes to play.
But a team that doesn't have any fear is very dangerous. And you can tell, you got 5-4, 5-4, you got 5-7,
Would you call
5-8.
them the Daredevelettes as they are the team with no fear?
That's why
do
you this.
See what I did there?
That's why you make the big bucks.
Catholic in
the Daredevelettes. I love it.
Here's Mary Cody Ruth, drives down to the wing. Now we'll pull it out between the circles.
Patient basketball.
And a whistle, I believe, is going to go on Mosser as team foul 6. They say third. I have 4th. Nonetheless, Catholic basketball as Ravenswood's now just trying to work the clock a little bit. Shot underneath, rebound, not there, knocked out of bounds. Ravenswood ball.
I don't know. I mean, she had the baseline, but the defense on the backside came in quick and affected that shot. I don't know. Maybe me. I'd take a couple more seconds off.
Ratsford. Wing shot is well off the mark from Brooklyn Adams. Catholic rebound, and Mary Cody Ruth somehow tight ropes the sideline and stays in bounds and keeps the basketball. Fantastic ball handling here from Mary Cody Ruth as she gets rid of it underneath Izzy D'Angelo. Shot blocked, knocked out of bounds. Ravenswood basketball. 1:05 to go in a 4-point game.
You can see the look in Izzy D'Angelo's eyes. They got wide because she was wide open. She just got to collect it and drive. But the problem is Ravens, again, we've said it so many times, Ravenswood's speed, their closing speed, they came out of nowhere to affect that shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ravenswood is 1, 2, 3 of 9 shooting this quarter.
Ravenswood still with 2 timeouts. Catholic with 3 should they be needed in this last minute of this ball game. A 4-point lead for Parkersburg Catholic. Again, Ravenswood has not led in this game.
No, they survived a horrific first half of 4 of 27 shooting, and again, we said it. That's because Catholic didn't take advantage of it. They went only 7 of 17. They only attempted 17 shots in the first half. And then after 3 quarters, I only had them for 25 shots. 11 of 25 after 3 quarters.
Ravenswood, I believe, has 6 team fouls in this half, so another foul will put Catholic at the line to shoot 1 and 1. The Catholic will not pressure here.
I don't think I've ever seen a game where Parkersburg Catholic didn't press at least one time.
They'll let it roll out to half court. before they pick it up. Here's Magoski. Lost the basketball. Flat out lost it. And Hardbarger comes away with it. And Coach V saying, slow down. And they're going to have to foul. And Magoski will plow into Married to Cody Ruth to pick up the foul. It is actually Magoski's first foul.
1-1.
And team foul 7. So that will put Married to Cody Ruth on the line to shoot 1 and 1. She has 7 points tonight, has not been to the stripe yet. Married to Cody Ruth, Deborah Hardbarger, Izzy D'Angelo, Jocelyn Thorne, and Morgan Sampson, your 5 Crusaderettes on the floor as she hits the first one.
Well, they needed that.
Emily Ratsford, Hadley Magoski, Brooklyn Adams, Macy Mosser.
Big time play.
And who called timeout?
MTR.
Timeout Ravenswood, their 4th.
I think we don't really need to belabor the point. I think number 3 is going to get this ball.
I would be shocked if she didn't.
She will be the one shooting it and maybe forcing something up. Now the
Magoski has hit a couple threes. Riley Street has a 3. Macy Monster has attempted a couple and been close.
Yeah, I got her as 0 for 4 from 3-point range.
Mosser, Ratsford, Magoski, Maxon. Who am I missing? And Adams. Your 5 Ravenswood Devilettes on the floor. To Cody Ruth, Hardbarger, D'Angelo, Sampson, and Thorne. Your 5 Crusaderettes. Here's Ratsford. She's going to drive all the way in, picks up her dribble, flips it out to Magoski, who somehow gets that floater to go. It's a 4-point game. Press from the Red Devils. And Hardbarger's tied up in the backcourt, and Coach V is going to have to burn a timeout as Hardbarger was just spinning around with nowhere to go. One timeout left for Ravenswood, 2 for Parkersburg Catholic. So we have 30 seconds on the clock.
And the funny thing is we said, guess who's getting the ball, number 3? Well, actually, number 3 didn't get it right away.
No.
They waited. It had Ratsford that time. She penetrated deep into the paint. She picked up her dribble. That was a little bit of a dangerous play. Just the fact that she got it out to Magoski is huge. And then, you know, Hadley did the rest with that crazy shot. And they're crazy, but they're working. I mean, she's been making those one-handed little running shots. And, I mean, she's obviously, again, fearless mentality. Doesn't matter where she's at on the floor. She's going to lock and load. And 20 points in this game so far is pretty evident what she brings to this Devilette team.
Parkersburg Catholic is traditionally pretty good at breaking a press, as that's what they live on doing. But they are going to have to face a Ravenswood press here, as they're only a couple of 3-pointers away from tying this thing up. Married to Cody Ruth to inbound, into Hardbarger. Clock's running as Hardbarger will bring it all the way down the sideline into the front court. Trying to stay away, and they're playing keep away until Cody Ruth finally gets fouled. And that'll put Married to Cody Ruth back on the line again to shoot 1 and 1. Macy Monster picks up the foul. They say 4th. I have 5th. It must be 4th because she's staying in the game. So Riley Street comes in. Brooklyn Adams checks out. Morgan Sampson checks out. Izzy D'Angelo back in for Parkersburg Catholic. To Cody Ruth with a 1 and 1 here and a 4-point lead. Hits it.
Stepping up big time. They have not been great from the free throw line last couple times we've seen them play. But, oh, my goodness.
The lead is 5. Make it
Very,
6.
very good for Mary Cody Ruth.
Coach V is going to put a little bit of pressure on, so they have to pick it up. Can't roll it up the floor. Here's Ratsford into the front court. Jumper from the wing is good from Sammy Maxson. Lead down to 4.
That's the
they
second
can't
time.
catch Hardbarger to Fowler.
That's the second time Deborah said, I'm just going to do this myself.
Street will pick up her second foul as the clock is stopped with 5 seconds left in this ball game. And Hardbarger can pretty much ice this if she hits these, and does not. Missed it. Here's Ratsford into the front court. Needs a 3. Hoists it. Not there. Buzzer goes off, and that's how she ends. Parkersburg Catholic a winner, 42-38 over Ravenswood. First meeting between these teams, a 2-point win for the Crusaderettes in Ravenswood, and tonight they hang on for a 4-point win at home. Some quick math for you for Ravenswood. Emily Ratsford with 6, Macy Mosser with 4, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hadley Magoski with 20. Sammy Maxson with 5, and Riley Street with 3. For Parkersburg Catholic, Mary Cody Ruth with 11, 4 of those being free throws at the end of the game to hang on for the win. Akaya Miller with 3, Izzy D'Angelo with 7, Morgan Sampson with 2, and Deborah Hardbarger with 14, 16, 18, 19 points. So Magoski's with the game high at 20. Hardbarger right behind her with 19, but not enough for Parkersburg Catholic. Ravenswood will fall to 9-6 on the season. Parkersburg Catholic improves to 9-5 on the season. Ravenswood will go back home to take on Wahama in another LKC game on February 1st. Parkersburg Catholic will be back here on the 1st to host Wirt County on senior night. Michael, any statistics you want?
Yeah, I had a final shooting for the game, 15 of 36 for Parkersburg Catholic, 1 of 9 from three-point range. But what helped them at the very end there was great free throw shooting. They were 12 of 18, but the most important thing was Mary Cody Ruth kind of put the game on ice, hitting those 4 free throws at the end. Ravenswood was 4 of 27 after the first half. They ended up 14 of 50, so much better in the second half. 3 of 15 from three-point range, 7 of 10 from the line. But their poor shooting in the beginning of the game hampered them. But, man, what a good team. The defense is there. They have got great skill players. They've got fearless offensive threats, and their defense and speed is so good. They're going to be a tough matchup for somebody.
It's going to be a tough out in sectionals, that's for sure.
It's going to be an interesting game, whoever they go up against.
So let's say we do this again tomorrow night.
All right, sounds good.
Meet you at the ROAC for PHS and South girls basketball action tomorrow night right here on CAS 45. My thanks to the CAS 45 crew. Another fantastic job, and our thanks to the administration here at Parkersburg Catholic High School for allowing us to do a couple games here this year. That's Mike Cameron. I'm Brian Guthrie for the CAS 45 crew. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.